I have a couple of questions today. First one is for Ryan Bowen and second one is for the arm wrestling fans watching this video, and that question is about the Devon versus Levan match. Let's start with the first one. And Ryan, if you watch this video and you end up making a response video to answer this question, I would really appreciate that. So tomorrow Ryan will face Ron Bath at the Arm Gods Valhalla 3 event. My question to Ryan is, obviously there are proven ways to beat Ron Bath in the recent times. Matt Mask top rolled him and Paul Lynn hooked and beat him. But my question is, your top roll Ryan, according to my knowledge, is clearly not as good as Matt Mask and your hook is not as good as Paul Lynn. And please tell me if you agree with these statements or not. And if you do, then how exactly are you planning on defeating Ron Bath tomorrow? That's the interesting question. Well, at least on my channel, in the polls, you are the favorite to win this match. And I also think that Ryan will somehow manage to find a way to win this match. Maybe because of endurance, but that match is going to be an absolute war. And this Valhalla 3 event card is absolutely amazing. Pay-per-view link will be in the description. So look at the competitors that are going to be there. Matevarangi Heta Morris, Plamen Dimitrov, Adrian Popescu, Yordan Sonev, Pork Chop, BLM, Bogdan Stoica, Tom Holland, Oleg Tudorian. We have Tim Bresnan, Mindaugas Dulskas, who competed against Devon Lett on the left arm, RVJ, James Wall, Ron Bath, Ryan Bowen, and the famous thumbtacks match between Evan Burgoyne and Uncle John. I think this is by far the best card that Ireland and that entire region of Western Europe has ever seen. So once again, please purchase the pay-per-view, link will be in the description. So Engin recently announced a change. Somewhat disappointing, but Engin gave us another good news, so it is already neutralized. So Engin said that Arson has some business work to do, which is important, and that is somewhere around the time of East versus West 12. That's why he had to pull out of his upcoming super match. Arsen Liliev cancelled his participation because of some important personal reason. Brendan Elsesser will be competing against Stoyan Golemanov on April 20 at East versus West 12. Whenever I hear Georgy Swetkov speak, he always talks about how great Stoyan Golemanov is. It will be finally interesting to see him in action in the super match world. But that's not it. That's not the big match. Engin announced Tobias Sporong versus Kamil Jablonski left arm super match, and that is going to be really interesting. I would say after watching Kamil's recent performances against Cody Spermerit and Devon Larratt, I think Kamil Jablonski may be the favorite to win this match. Both of those opponents were top rollers. Clearly not as great as Tobias Sporong, but still not far off either. Kamil Jablonski is hungry and he's desperate for matchups, and I think it is a perfect matchup for him. After Kamil defeated Devon, he said if you are a top roller, doesn't matter at what level you are going to be in some big trouble against Kamil Jablonski. This is what Devon said recently. Let me tell you, I felt that dude. Nothing I'm gonna do with him left-handed. That press is insane. His ability to come forward is fucking frightening. Devon didn't clearly mention that Kamil is his favorite in this match, but it is quite clear that we can guess from his words. And before we talk about the Devon versus Levan question, let me discuss another big event, the Winter Blast event, which is going to happen tomorrow. Well, the super matches are going to start today as well. So some matches are today and some matches are tomorrow. My man Paul Italia, the Arm Wrestling Buzz crew host, he's going to destroy Nonya tomorrow. Nonya is going to have to pay for nothing. He hasn't really done anything, but he still has to pay. So please watch that event as well on the 98% Arm Wrestling channel. This one also has some amazing matches and it is going to be free to watch. So there is no point in missing it tomorrow and today. And finally, the Devon versus Levan question. Right now, everyone is saying that once the match stops, it is going to be over. Even Engin Terzi, we have heard him say similar things, that Levan needs to finish the match quickly. Even Gennady Quickvinia said that, and almost all of the fans, mostly Devon Larratt fans, are also saying that. I'm not completely denying that, but what's the exact reasoning behind that? Levan in the past has won some matches when the match was stopped. Right now, yes, his cardiovascular system may not be as great, but Devon's cardio isn't also as great as it used to be. And aren't we underestimating it when we are saying that Once the match stops, the number one arm wrestler in the world couldn't do anything just because he was not able to pin Hermes Gasparini the 5th and 6th time. I think it's a gross understatement. It's kind of weird to say that Levan got to the top of the world just because he's that much stronger than everyone else and he does not have any technicalities involved in his game. Basically, that's what we are saying if we are saying that he couldn't do basically anything against Devon if the match gets stopped. Devon also said that he's not a god and no man can pin me 4 times. Not today, not right now. So once again, please answer in the comments. Are we underestimating our number one guy in the world by saying that he cannot do anything if the match gets stopped? Thanks for watching, like the video and subscribe.